The video you're about to see is my review on Remnant 2. Even though this review is based on my opinion and experience with the game, I do want to let you know that this review may or may not contain spoilers. If you don't want to be spoiled, then please go to this timestamp so you can know my overall verdict. But for those who don't really care, I hope you enjoy. So I just beaten the campaign for Remnant 2 and now I'm on a journey to fully complete the game 100%, and oh boy, what an adventure it is. It's such a huge improvement from the first Remnant game, adding so many features, mechanics, and secrets that you can easily miss. We all know that Remnant is known for having secrets in each world where you can find a full set of armor, weapons, materials, even accessories. But now they added to where you can actually find and unlock different classes. You can tell that so much care has went into creating this sequel, but there are other things that can completely ruin the experience for others. For this review, I want to separate it into 3 different categories: gameplay, world, and performance. So let's talk about performance. I know many players, especially PC players, are having a hard time due to poor optimization. Even with the Ultimate Edition having access to the game 3 days early, some players are calling it a stress test during that time. There has been many reports of constant frame drop. I have no other issues with this game whatsoever. It's just the optimization is the only issue I have. There's certain days to where this game for me runs flawlessly, and there's other days to where it runs complete dog shit, and it's annoying, and it really is. It's absolutely annoying. And crashes in which I myself had experienced before. It wasn't until a little over a week later is when we got in a proper update, but even then we are still experiencing those poor optimizations. It's still a good thing that the developers are constantly working on it to fix the optimization issues, not only for PC players but for console players as well. It leaves a bad taste in a lot of players' mouths, including myself, that with the 3-day early access, they knew the state of the game, but they still allow us to sort of play the game. So yeah, I do agree with those players stating that this was basically a stress test, because it wasn't until after release, a little bit over a week, and then another update to fix the optimization issues. And that right there can be a whole game killer for most players. If not, they'll just leave the game entirely, which I entirely understand. I almost did myself, but I love Remnant so much to where, like, it's literally one of my favorite games of all times, I would say, that I just pushed through. I mean, it didn't necessarily ruin my personal experience. It did make it a bit more annoying and a bit more tedious to go through, but overall it was a pretty cool experience to have, and that's all I'm saying it for this segment. Don't fucking try me, you little bitch. I'm gonna fucking whoop your ass. What the fuck? What the fuck? The worlds in Remnant 2 has changed drastically when it comes to map size, bosses, and environmental interactions. So much so that you can easily get lost. But getting lost also means that there could be a secret or two that you might be able to encounter. Introducing classes, to be more specific, archetypes, which you can stumble upon in the game. It's very interesting on how you get to locate them, whether you're in Narud looking for the engineer, Losum looking for the alchemist, or when you beat the game, you gain access to the explorer. There's so many different ways that they put in for us to actually unlock and find these archetypes or classes, which I find very, very interesting because it literally changes how you play Remnant. In a way that you no longer use abilities that are strictly planted on your weapon. Now you get to choose classes that have their own unique abilities. For example, I chose the healer as my first class, which I get to choose out of different set of abilities, whether I use an AoE skill or a specific skill that I can actually throw to a nearby ally. But what's very interesting that they added was the fact that you can add a second class to equipped or a subclass, which allows you to gain another ability. Another example with my healer class, I also chose the engineer. So not only that I can heal myself, but I could put a turret down that I can actually heal, which is actually quite interesting and makes the game really, really easy, but it switches the whole dynamic around, basically turning the tables to my own benefit. But by doing that is where the game starts to become very, very punishing. With the world maps extending comes with many tough bosses to fight, and I'll be completely honest, there are some that I defeated first try, but there are many others that actually took me a while to beat. The Night Weaver is an excellent example since it actually took me a while to defeat solo. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Many were challenging, but a few stood out from the rest. Rather, if I hate them, I hate this boss so much. It took me more than 10 fucking tries to beat this dumbass boss. This is literally the easiest boss. The easiest boss. But the most annoying I've ever fought in the entire game so far. I'm so glad. Oh, man. Replayability is going to be a pain for this. Okay. Or absolutely enjoy them, especially the final boss. No, did I do it? No way. No way. I did not just kill this thing. Yo. Oh my god, the fucking turret saved me. Oh, engineer for the win. As for the story, I do want to stay away from providing as much information as I can for those who haven't necessarily played the game or beaten the game yet. The only thing that I'm going to say is that it basically picked up where Remnant from the Ashes left off, with a potential sequel later on. But who knows? It all depends on your perspective on how you view the ending. Now, overall, the game was phenomenal. Literally one of my best Souls-like looter shooters in 2023. One of my most anticipated games of this year. All the other games that I'm anticipating probably won't come out until either later this year or next year, but overall I would highly recommend Remnant 2, even though it had a very rough start for both console and PC. Sadly, I wasn't able to get it on console because I don't necessarily have a new gen console. It was specifically for new gen and PC, which sadly I don't have a PS5 or a new Xbox, so I'm sorry, I only had a PC, so I had to play solo. But even with playing solo, it was such an experience that I know that I will never forget. I highly recommend this game. If you actually look past the crashes, the frame rate that's drops almost all the time at first, then this game is actually amazing in my opinion. Even though, of course, they're still fixing those optimization issues, it's still a game to try, especially at $50. For me, I got the Ultimate Edition and paid a little bit extra so that not only that I'll be able to play it 3 days early, but I'll be able to get the DLC without necessarily spending any more money. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, overall, I love this game. Phenomenal work. If I'm saying, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but anyways, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I actually enjoyed making this review and editing this review. Definitely going to be doing these more often. I know I haven't really been uploading as much as I should. I'm still going through some stuff, so I'm just gonna give you a quick update on that. I'm still going through some stuff. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the review. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel if you enjoy my content, and I'll see you all in my next one. Peace and take care.